Welcome back, boxing fans, to another great boxing walk with Sean. So, I just heard on Ring IQ that Oscar De La Hoya stopped his golf game to basically clown Xander Zayas, the Puerto Rican 154-pound WBO world champion. Obviously, him and Virgil Ortiz have been going back and forth quite a bit since he actually won that world title. People have been talking about resumes, people have been talking about this, people have been talking about that. But the one thing I can agree with Oscar De La Hoya is that is a great fight. And right now, with Top Rank not having a place to actually have their fighters showcase themselves, Xander Zayas is kind of stuck in that position where he's going to have to wait to see how things unfold with Top Rank before he really knows what's going on with his career. Oscar De La Hoya's affiliation with the Zone, and obviously the Mexico-Puerto Rican rivalry, making this a potential pay-per-view fight, even though I did hear that they weren't going to be doing any more pay-per-views, so that sort of contradicts that latest rumor about the Zone and its boxing. But nonetheless, this is the kind of fight I think even Turki Al-Sheikh would get behind a fund. You know, for a first title defense against Virgil Ortiz, that is a fantastic matchup. I would love to see Xander Zayas match up against Virgil Ortiz. Stylistically, two very different fighters. Obviously, Xander Zayas is a much more of a boxer and mover. Virgil is much more of a hunt you down, break you down, body puncher type of guy. And so it's just the consummate Puerto Rican Mexican matchup. Kind of harkens back to the day of Hector Macho Camacho versus Julio Cesar Chavez. And it'd be interesting to see how this fight would unfold. Obviously, for both guys, financially, it's a great fight. Big money is on the table, probably bigger money than they would get fighting anybody else. And we know what the PBC is doing with that WBC title. They're putting out bullshit fights like Funduro versus Keith Thurman, which is complete crap. Not a fight anybody wants to watch, and definitely not a fight anybody wants to fucking pay $80 for. So with that kind of shit coming from the PBC, this kind of fight coming from a collaboration between Oscar De La Hoya, Bob Arum, and DAZN, let's get it on.